is wrong with you guys? When is this gonna end?
You know what's green and smells like Miss Piggy, Judy? No. Kermit's finger. Look at that. Trip to the Smokies really isn't complete unless you visit Dollywood and share a family treat. It's a magic place, good times for everyone. So come on out, enjoy a day of Smoky Mountain fun. See your favorite music stars, meet my family, and discover traditions that used to be. Get away to Dollywood, it's home's fun, fun. In the heart of the Smokies, 5 miles north of Gatlinburg.
My name's Buddy.
Listen, it wouldn't be surface noise without cheap parlor tricks. So even in light of sad news, we've got parlor tricks. Jason, do we need to do an A-B?
Are we going to do a duet here, all of us?
I was hoping we'd do Islands in the Stream. I was going to take the other guys off.
Are we going to do it? Are we going to do it?
Oh, prop time. Look at this.
Are we going to do it?
Coming in correct.
Man.
I mean, Jason, you are the biggest Kenny Rogers fan I know. So, I mean, this is on brand. There's no doubt about it.
Hey.
What a time. What a time. Actually, since we have a smaller house, can we do this? We could do that, but then we lose the Dolly piece. So, well, this is Surface Noise. Concert Buddy here, you there. Kind of a bummer. Big news day. We'll get into that in a second. But usually we do this on the Thursday. They call it the Thursday prime time. We're doing this on the Tuesday prime time. So I know it's going to be twisted. I know people is going to be all out of whack. Take a V8. We'll get through this together. But the good news, bad news is good news. Surface Noise is here now. The bad news, it's under sad pretenses. So let's do some introductions. We're not going to do no Arnold voice. I've already assured the guests. It was already a question from our guest, Lord Maslow. He asked if he'd get the Arnold treatment. No Arnold today. But joining us for this Dolly Parton Breast and Power show extravaganza. We're going to talk about the life and times of Miss Dolly, 80 years young. What a career. One of the greats. Dare I say legend? I don't like to throw that one around a lot, but it's hard. I would love, and maybe we'll do a point counterpoint if somebody will say she wasn't a legend. I'm looking at you, Arnaldo, even though you have the Dolly Parton show.
Oh, nice.
So joining me, what he's not telling you is a child's extra large. He didn't tell this before. It's a child's extra large. No, joining me for this conversation, stimulation, entertaineration, if that's the word. I've got some familiar faces and been a while time fella to the Surface Noise lexicon. I think last time you were here, Mazzy, I was grilling a nefarious character that we won't speak of. I think that was your last Surface Noise appearance. So I should just lead off with that. Norman Maslov, it's not official. Your obituary is not official in the vinyl community unless Mazzy weighs in on it. So we're trying to do two with one stone.
One of those delusions like Dooley Wilson. He never said play it again, Sam. He never says it. And I don't do many obituary type shows unless it's someone I really latch on to. But people think I do. So that's okay.
Well, what do they call that?
I wore my black Stetson today. I pulled it out, my black Stetson, in honor of Dolly's passing.
Is there any truth? I heard that they invited you to be a pallbearer. Is this true, Mazzy? I know you've achieved 45,000 subs. Is that like the coat prize? You get to be a pallbearer at the next funeral? Is that no?
I don't think that's a thing. So.
Well, in addition to Mr.
Don't start
Norman
any rumors because it'll come back to me with one of my commenters telling me I left out the word up in stand up. So hang on a second. There's people on the internet that don't like you. I find this hard to believe because they love everyone else. I digest. You work the odds, So
speaking of the odds are David Bianco, Safe and Sound Texas audio excursion on the road again. I know that's a Willie Nelson song, but what excursion are you currently underway, or is this top secret? Are you also auditioning to be a pallbearer at the service for Dolly Parton?
No, I'm going to pass on that. But I was in West Virginia yesterday and
Dolly's
today.
birthplace, okay.
And now, well, actually, she was born in Tennessee. Actually.
Oh, snap! Oh,
yes, she was born on the Little Pigeon River. Yeah, and I'm in Baltimore today and through Thursday.
Well, good to have you on, David. I'm sorry it's
Thank
under
you.
these circumstances.
I don't have any sample records with me. Sorry.
We're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through. This is impromptu. We're, as Bill O'Reilly once said, we're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live. Sorry, I hit not for kids on the broadcast. Yep. And then, like I said, the biggest Kenny Rogers fan, bar none. It's the one and only Jason Rojas. Jason, welcome to the program. Sorry, it's under such dire circumstances.
I'm just here for Jose.
Oh,
just kidding. Just kidding. I saw Dolly back in 2016. I went to the Ohio State Fair. The thing was sold out. I was able to get one ticket. Lucky. And
wow.
I guess I can put some of the videos in the chat if you really want to see it.
Yeah, we'll run some stuff. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Good deal. Well, glad you. Oh yeah, you doing it right now? We'll do it. We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
No, introduce one more person.
Well, listen, I'm saving the best for last because he is the one who came correct, not only with records to show and spare, but a ribbon in his hair. Arnaldo, the channel Fidelios_frequency, wearing the Dolly Parton shirt, sized appropriately. I was making a joke earlier. Arnaldo, thank you for joining us for this off-cycle surface noise.
No, it's all the muscles bulging out.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Jeez.
So, no, I'm honored to have to be participating tonight to celebrate Dolly. So, thanks for having me, Chance.
Yeah. Hey, well, listen, I think when you're the show of record talking records, I think it's mandatory that you got to come on for stuff like this. And I rushed home in the Chance Mobile, the Dad Mobile, right after work, got all the multimedia ready, invited these fine gentlemen to join me, and here we are. So we do have some folks joining us. I see the immortal Sharon is Karen Music, a.k.a. Louis Golden, is joining us. He says we lost a real one. No doubt about that, Louis. No doubt about that. Let's see. The Groove Seeker is here. Groove Seeker was invited, but contractually he's maxed out his appearances on Surface Noise this month, so we had to call in the ringer.
I'm standing in for him.
That's right. Yeah, man, standing in for him. It was part of the flattening record exchange,
exactly.
right? Like
I flatten your record. I replace you on a live stream.
That's how it works. Well, the good news is Chris has sent us with some sentimental stuff. He said, "I just want you guys to know that I will always love you. Have a good show." I mean, that's just how it's
right.
done.
That's
how
right.
it's done. Chris, that's how we do it.
Okay, I know it's okay, Dolly and Kenny and the psychedelic and all that stuff, but you cannot talk about Dolly Parton without talking about Porter Wagner.
Well, of course, and we're going to get into that. That was her OG daddy.
This is the 1968. I mean, you guys were listening to. Oh, you were not even born yet. But the Beatles' friggin' White Album and Beggar's Banquet, and this is in 1968. What was happening? Their second album together. It's just the two of us. Oh, we'll talk about it later then.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna do a whole career retrospective in less than 50 minutes. But I do want to thank everybody who's joining us. As Cesar, the executive producer of Surface Noise, I will never not mention you again, Cesar. I don't want us to ever be at odds. You are here. The AV Room Chris says, I'm going to miss Dolly's humor. Yeah, that joke. I threw it. How many times you catch Dolly with a dirty joke? David, I thought you would appreciate that they call that blue humor, and Dolly had it in spades. Mm-hmm. I do. Before we talk about Dolly, I do want to give a little quick aside. Friend of the show, friend of the vinyl community, Scott Elliott, DJ Vinyl Vertigo, I think was his handle on the YouTube. Unfortunately, passed away after a health issue, and we want to send our condolences to his family, his partner, left behind. It's got to be tough. Scotty was always. You'd be hard pressed to find anybody say anything negative about Scott. He was always a gentleman, and he had his opinions, but he would always engage in a respectful way when sharing them. So sorry to hear that this morning on the Wax show, but these things are it's life. It's life. So anyway, so you take the 1-2 combination, and we find out about Scotty this morning, and then Dolly. It's like, holy smokes! They call it a kick to the solar plexus, David. I don't know if we'll be able to recover through this show, but we will talk about the life and times of Miss Parton, Dolly, if you're nasty, her friends and family. Did you guys watch the video? I guess it was from the nephew that was the head of security. I thought that was really well done. That was a nice way to do it. But so anyway, so Dolly Parton. So guys, I've got some statistics. You ready for this? Here's some data. By the numbers, shout out to my crack research team. 100 plus million records sold worldwide, making her one of the best-selling female recording artists in history, capital H. 11 Grammy Awards, 54 Grammy nominations, 49 top 10 country albums, 25 number one songs on Billboard's Hot Country Songs chart, tied for a record. More than, ready for this one, Mazzy? 3 billion streams. 3 billion streams.
That'll get her $26. Yeah.
Islands in the streams. Yes.
She reportedly, because obviously I don't think my research team had enough time to verify this, reportedly wrote approximately 3,000 songs during her career. And her catalog includes roughly 50 studio albums, 47 of which were part of the Vinyl Me Parton, Vinyl Me Please series. Check your local listings. But quite a career. To Mazzy's point, her first significant solo charting came with the song Dumb Blonde, 1967. Is that on that album, Mazzy?
No, this is the second album they did. This is 68. That's the previous album.
Got it. So, so that was the same year she joined the Porter Wagner show. She was on that show 7 years, I think. And, had a long career. Reporter. I don't know if this is true or not. Did she write I Will Always Love You? That was kind of like her parting song to Porter Wagner?
She left. It was her. She wanted to go solo. She leaves after 7 years to go solo. And in 1973, 74 is her first solo. And on that, obviously on the Jolene album. Now, this is my 74 copy. And I bought this because of the song Jolene, that Chip Young guitar. When you hear that, how that acoustic guitar blasts out. But I don't think I totally paid attention to I Will Always Love You. And of course, we all know Whitney Houston made it like massively. But she's this beautiful talking bit at the end, spoken word bit. And yeah, it's supposedly about, about Porter Wagner, because he was bitter. There was a lawsuit even about it, which is really ridiculous. But they mended their ways. And, I don't know if they were ever romantically involved. And that we don't want to get into gossip. I don't know that. Oh, here's a little side thing based on this LA Vinyl Collar weekend at Safari Records. On the wall for the low price of $800, I don't know if it's got swapped up today, was a radio promo only album. And it's a profile cover that was pulled, of her with the biggest profile, if you know what I mean, almost like intense. It goes like 6 feet beyond Porter Wagner side by side. $800 all of us picked that record up, and we thought Vinyl Piper was going to grab it, but no, he didn't. Even he didn't. I think Jason would have bought it if he was there.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. There you go.
So Mazzy, did I get the story straight? The record was very friendly to her outline, and then all the guys in your record posse made sure to feel up the record. Am I hearing that correctly?
But seriously, I mean, when you look at it, you can't. Oh my God, that sweater! But but more is, oh my God, $800, on the wall.
Wow. Well, that's a big deal.
Only 200 each.
Maybe. See, I would have expected a joke from David. David, but anyway. So so big numbers. Obviously, talking about Jolene, that album, the urban legend. Maybe it's true. Tell me if it's not. But apparently, she wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same day. Talk about a great day. Wrote two masterpieces, arguably masterpieces, in the same day. Take that, Beyonce. I'm sorry to say, love you. Love you, Queen Bee, but take that. Jason, how many, I got to ask you, how many Dolly Parton records have you quantified? Did you go into the Discogs machine? How many do you have in your illustrious record collection?
I don't know. I do know that I have like a signed Porter Wagner Dolly Parton record.
Whoa.
Do have that. Was lucky to get that for cheap. One of the coolest things that I have, she started making records, I believe, in 1959 as a solo, and then continued with like her Monument release, which I think was 1967, but could not get a hit to save her life, so that's why she had to partner with Porter Wagner, right? One of the coolest singles is from 1967 or 66, which is this one right here, Busy Signal, Dolly Parton, and you can see that it's arranged and produced by the legendary Ray Stevens.
Ray Stevens in the house. I like it.
So this thing actually goes for a lot of money. But the cool thing is actually like a very like R&B-ish type of song. So she was trying to cover different genres to see if she could hit, you know?
Sure.
But this one, I kind of recommend it. I think that RSD Comp with the Monument like singles.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah.
Has this on it, which was awesome because otherwise you're going to have to pay, what, $200 to $400 for this single? Just crazy. You don't want to do that.
Wow. That's wild. I will say, our friend of the show, Breakfast King of Loyola, usually full of sarcasm. This is a serious one. He says, sad to have lost Dolly, but I will cherish getting to keep part of her legacy alive. I work with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library to get free books to children 5 and under in Detroit. BK, I'm glad you said that. Talking about legacy, we're obviously going to focus a lot on her musical talents and her entertainment razzmatazz, which we'll talk about here in a second. But the Imagination Library, quite an impressive accomplishment. By the numbers, the Imagination Library has gifted over 300 million books to children worldwide since its founding in 1995. 300 million.
Her literacy program was massive, and she supported children's literacy.
Incredible.
A great philanthropist. Amazing. Yeah.
Absolutely. So talking about just 2025 alone, 40 million books plus were distributed. That's one book for every 0.78 seconds, just doing a little math. But just talking about, it started very small. The first book order in 1995 was just over 1,700 books, initially serving children in Dolly's home county in East Tennessee. By 2018, they had donated the 100th millionth book, 2020, 150, 2023, 200, and in 2025, that 300 million book mark. So, I mean, if anything, talk about philanthropy, like Mazzy said, incredible, the gift of literacy.
And I got to throw this out because, I mean, what's happening now, there was a thing on the news about a measles outbreak and deaths, and she was one of the biggest independent vaccine research, donated her money to that, aside from the Gates Foundation and that kind of stuff. Totally massive for vaccine research. So all the power to her, man, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, she donated to the Moderna COVID vaccine.
Yep.
And I just wanted to add to her book thing. It really it was sparked by the fact that her father was illiterate, and together with her father, she decided that they wanted to bring literacy to all the people that couldn't afford to go to school and have books. So truly an inspiration, Dolly. And I don't think she ever had a bad word for anyone.
Right.
That's true.
She never stuck her foot in her mouth, never said anything controversial.
She didn't say political stuff. She just she did it though.
Yes.
She walked the walk instead of the
Exactly.
talk. Yeah.
It was and I think she brought a lot of people just to think about all of these issues that divide us by bringing it all back to her faith and reality that we're all God's children, and everyone should let the Lord judge us for anything that supposedly is not true to your faith or whatever. So it's I think she led a very
exemplary life.
Exemplary life. Thank you.
Yeah, very exemplary.
I hate to respond to what I'm calling a troll right now, but High Rent, you do this all the time.
Oh,
All of us collectively make videos every day, every week on all kinds of artists. So when we come together, when someone died, we're bringing together and talking about their life. But we've done things on these artists and every other artist. We've probably done things, all of us collectively, in the last 2 weeks of someone who's going to die in the next month or year. So I just kind of like take a chill pill.
So Tom's comment, to be fair in jurisprudence here, he says most of you aren't shills, but if you didn't feature someone when they're alive, featuring someone when they die is solely self-serving. Tom, I'd like to direct you to our Rock and Roll Hall of Fame discussion, because we very animatedly spoke about Dolly Parton and her inclusion in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's one example. I mean, if you'd like, I can send you some show notes where we've spoken about Dolly multiple times. The show's over 3 years old. So
yeah, VMP, when the VMP stuff came out.
Correct.
And
So I understand you don't watch every week, Tom. No, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but let's if you're gonna throw some arrows, buddy, let's do a little.
And don't we always commemorate everybody? Whenever it happens during Surface Noise, we always remember whoever passed away, whether they're very famous and very popular like Dolly Parton, or even a bassist of a group that we loved, right?
Yeah. I mean, these 2 records alone, you know, the trio records, of course, there's 2 remaining, but only 1 remaining who can still sing. Yep. You know, I mean, what a great, you know, they never toured, unfortunately, because they had all their solo careers. But these are just 2 wonderful, you know, obviously Emmylou Harris, Linda Ronstadt, and Dolly Parton, the 3 of them together, just brilliant, beautiful records.
So David, what when you think of Dolly Parton, obviously Willie Nelson, yeah, unfortunately he's outliving them all, like you said. In the chat.
I know it's. But you know, Dolly, what I think about Dolly, honestly, is her diversity. I mean, she did so much. I mean, 9 to 5. I mean, that's such a funny movie, and she's a big part of that. She just had a persona that was kind of bigger than life.
Yeah.
I mean, when I told you guys when I was in college radio, I got in trouble because I was playing a song of hers and I rushed to a break, and when I used this term, it was misheard. I said Dolly Parton's greatest hits, but it was misheard because the word hits could be mistaken. So I had a very early encounter with Dolly's situation. But you know, I really love the fact that she was just so genuine. You know, that's the thing about her that always strikes me.
Self-deprecating too. Self-deprecating.
Yes.
I only saw her once in 1977. She did like 4 or 5 shows at the Boarding House Theater in San Francisco. Holds about, I don't know, 250, 300 people. And so she did a little run, and it was great. It was, you know, that was the only time I never, unfortunately, saw her again.
She had the real chops. She could do it.
Dolly had some of the best quotes. One of my favorites, it costs a lot of money to look this cheap.
Yes. And she said, if you like my breasts, you should see my ass, you know. I mean,
so wait a minute.
She did. There's a clip going around of her. I mean, it's, yeah.
Oh,
okay, since you said it.
And now, the #1 Dolly Parton pet peeve.
Nobody notices I've got a great ass, too.
I didn't know you had that queued up. I didn't get it right. She says,
Mazzy, this is the major leagues of live streams. I don't know if you've noticed. We have such a robust budget. We have a
co-producer.
We have co-producing. I mean, we're just there's no reason people to shit all over us. It's just
like everyone else except for High Rant. I pulled some of her music out and played it this afternoon because you want to feel it. Sometimes you don't want to hear it for a while, but I pulled out 4 CDs because there was a period of time, like in the 90s and 2000s, when all these major great country labels, RCA, Columbia, and so on, MCA, you know, they kind of pushed away these big classic country for the pop crap. I mean, I shouldn't say crap, but the pop things that caught on, country pop in Nashville when they went. And so Merle Haggard went to smaller labels, did more folk records. But these 4 Dolly Parton records are tremendous. They're very folky, bluegrassy, and they're on what label? Sugar Hill Records, the kind of a bluegrass rootsy label.
Sure, the Tony Rice label, yeah.
Yeah, and they're beautiful, very acoustic-based records.
So can you read the titles? We have visually impaired folks, Mazzy, on our show.
That's right, your audio thing. The Grass is Blue, Dolly Parton, and this was produced by Steve Buckingham. The next one, also produced by Steve Buckingham, is Little Sparrow. Beautiful record. And again, great original songs for the most part. Sometimes she mixes in some covers. This one's gorgeous. Halos and Horns. Look at that. Just
that has the cover of Stairway to Heaven.
That's right. That's right. Stairway to Heaven ends at 6 minutes and 30 seconds worth, you know. But this is great. And this is this is like one of those, you know, kind of cliche, but really well done duo records. This is Those Were the Days, and it has Judy Collins, Mary Hopkins, Yusef Islam, Cat Stevens, Nora Jones, Chris Christopherson, Roger McGuinn from the Byrds. Let's see who else. Keith Urban, Leanne Womack. It's just a lovely record. But again, it's when the Nashville big labels didn't give a crap about these legacy country artists, like Johnny Cash too. You know, we know what happened with him, and of course he had a great comeback. But these were great records, and I think some of these were nominated for Grammys too, and she might even won in the folk rootsy categories on one of these. Chance,
can you put up Beetle Kimbo's comment?
Oh, hang on. I got to read it first because he's a controversial guy. But he says, oh, man, that Grass is Blue on vinyl is $1,000. Oh, and look at this is what we call a Rojas flex. You just had to show this in your face.
Awesome.
Arnaldo, in our face.
You should sell it and meet Chance and I in Salina.
Oh.
David. Sorry, David.
Yeah.
It's $1,000 today, but has the death tax been enacted?
That's the question right there.
And mine is still sealed. Mine is still sealed, by the way.
Maybe that is the death tax.
Pardon me, Arnaldo. I missed that detail. It's still sealed $1,000 record. Yes. No, I will say I think this is accidentally. I had a copy of Jolene still in my want list, even though I have a Orange Label original. I know that we don't show records that often around here, but Orange Label, awesome. But it was still in my want list for happenstance, and I could already see after the announcement, my want list got flooded with people throwing it up there trying to get
a couple. So Norman's showing the black label. You're showing the Orange Label. Which came first?
Well, I don't know.
Orange.
It's the Orange Label, and then
I bought this. I got this when it came out in a record store. So I don't. How soon did the Black
Label came out? Probably like
a year, like pretty soon,
like late 70s, 80s, because it's in the middle was the Orange.
I got this
earlier than that.
I only worked in that store till 77, so I got
mid 70s, I think.
Yeah. The Tan Label is like in 75, so.
That's right. Yeah. Jeff's right. Like the Bowie labels. That's a good way to follow
it.
Like
exactly.
Orange and the black. That's true. So was anybody so narcissistic that they counted up their Dolly albums? Because I had figured that may come up because, you know, record collectors, as you just saw, Arnaldo, that's a vinyl community flex. I counted up. I have 22 Dolly Parton records. The first one being obviously that Jolene one, and then this one, Heartbreak Express. I picked this up on a voyage to Peoria, Illinois, and it was one of those. I went to a record store that I really didn't enjoy, but I felt like I should still support the record, you know, the store anyway. So a $10 piece for Heartbreak Express did not have this. So probably not the last Dolly piece I will add to the collection, but that was my.
I only have 10.
I have a little between records and CDs. I want to say anywhere between 10 and 15. But does anyone have the Christmas album?
Oh gosh, here we go. Kenny and Dolly back in the building. Let's go.
And I have to say, the this version, which is the first version, doesn't have the extra tracks, which I think the iTunes and the CD version now have. And Dolly Parton wrote one of my favorite Christmas songs, which is Hard Candy Christmas. So this is one of them. And Vinyl Me Please also did a really nice color, like multicolored splatter of Coat of Many Colors. And I only learned about that song from a coworker of mine like 20 years ago, who raved about how genuine it was and was one of her favorite songs. And that's how I got interested in Dolly Parton, to be honest, with Coat of Many Colors.
Yeah, we used to play this record in the store all the time. Of course, it opens up with Jolene.
Oh, you got the poster?
Yeah, it comes with the poster.
Nice. Which one is that?
Which
album is that? I didn't see the cover.
It's
Oh, the
really,
best of.
But it's got, Traveling Man, Touch Your Woman, I Will Always Love You, Coat of Many Colors, In My Tennessee Mountain Home. That's a great song. Yeah. Life is a Butterfly, like Love is Like a Butterfly, and of course Jolene. But that opening, I said before, that guitar that Chip Young plays, it's loud, and the drums are loud for a country record. Really up there. That acoustic, it's so great.
I like it. But that profile again you were talking about.
Well, she knew her assets.
She owned it. She owned it.
Totally.
Hey, I will say we're joined from overseas. This is an international production. We've got the immortal Rob Walker, who says one Dolly album is one too many. Rob, maybe you have the wrong ones. I believe Dolly has been impersonated by a lot of drag queens over the years. Maybe that's the one you're thinking of. I don't know. Tell us in the comments if that's it. And I am one of us asked, how many Dolly records are there? I'm glad you asked.
49.
Friend. Well, there's technically
49 studio albums.
Right, and then one. So
not including the Wagner, right?
Yeah. These are like, I think, solo,
independent. Yeah.
Yes. So there's that answer.
Can we also touch upon her integrity as an artist? We had a huge discussion about Dolly Parton and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and initially she refused the nomination. She felt like she wasn't really. Not so much worthy, but qualified to be
rock and roll. Yeah.
Rock and roll. But then again, she thought about it and said, you know what? I'm going to make a rock album.
Yes.
And this is a 4-disc set on which she covers a lot of rock classics and with a lot of features on it. One is Let It Be. And Mazzy, I don't know if you saw Paul McCartney's tribute today. He wrote a very touching tribute to Dolly Parton.
One.
What's that? Yes, that one. Yes, where he's like saying, "I'm honored that you chose Let It Be to sing on your rock album." And
Paul looks so friggin' stoned in this picture.
It always comes back to the Beatles.
Like
always.
Saying, you guys laughed at our hair. Look at Wagner's. Porter Wagner.
Porter Wagner's, that was. I think he was a founding member of the Aquanet.
And the Nudie Suit Band, great stuff.
Yeah, no, Arnaldo, you raised a good point because thinking about that, she ultimately went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it got me thinking: was like she the first country artist to have that depiction of being in the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I'm sure Willie Nelson, right?
Well, I'm gonna give you a couple names. Willie is one of them. Yeah. So, and I even thought, Johnny Cash. Any other guesses? Let's just hear out. Rojas, hit me with a couple.
Hit you with what?
Give me some guesses. They have dual citizenship in the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Garth Brooks, probably.
In the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Garth is not.
He's not? Wow.
Not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, no.
It would be like people like Carl Perkins, probably, no?
Let's see. Not on the list, Mazzy. Where's that buzzer? Where's my
co-producer? Hank Williams. Someone in the gallery said Hank Williams.
Hank Williams is one.
What about Jerry Lee Lewis?
Jerry Lee Lewis, yes. Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Jerry Lee Lewis is
Elvis Presley.
Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis was on a technicality. Yes, Dean Martin got him in.
Elvis Presley, definitely. Elvis Presley.
Yes. So Elvis, Elvis. Mazzy, you're right about Elvis.
I don't think Graham Parsons would. Is Graham Parsons?
Graham Parsons. Ray Charles, surprisingly, both. Let's see. We did Johnny Cash. Now, then I started thinking there's some others. Jimmy Rogers, Sam Phillips, I guess because of his obviously Sun Studio situation. James Burton, Bob Wills, Bill Monroe, Chet Atkins. The Everly Brothers are another one of your favorites. Floyd Kramer, Johnny Gimbel, and then I started thinking, well, maybe she's the only female, kind of like Stevie Nicks is in a band and a solo in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Patsy Cline.
Close. Brenda Lee doing double duty. So
how about Loretta Lynn?
Loretta Lynn not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And she did, I don't know. I mean, it was still a country record, the one produced by Jack White. So it's still a country record, but
yeah, it's a great record.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
Well, let's go ahead.
I wanted to share a memory of, I saw the same tour that Jason saw, the Pure and Simple, and at the Forest Hill Stadium, which sold out, of course.
This is 2016?
2016.
Okay.
And that's where I got the shirt. And the Forest Hill Stadium, because it's in a gated, kind of like a private community, has a curfew at 10 o'clock. So her set was done at 9:50. She walked off the stage and then came running back saying, they told me I have 10 more minutes. I'm going to give you guys 2 more songs. Awesome. And
wow.
But the entire show was just a lot of storytelling. Like, she gave background on the song. She made commentary, jokes, just a true entertainer. And a generous one too. Anyone would have said, you know what? I put in my time, 10 minutes. I'll give you, I don't have to give you this extra.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
And one more thing. Brilliant businesswoman. We all know about Dollywood, but businesses that gave back to her community, and you do not see that very often. Among celebrities, among musicians and stuff like that. Yes, probably they do it a little quieter than Dolly, but she gave back a lot. But brilliant and I say this because I think she was a very generous person in her donations. I think I heard today she donated up to like $100 million during her entire career to various charities. And I'm sure a lot of it, or part of it, was funded by Dolly Parton cake mix.
What's going on here?
She's got a whole line of baking.
Yes, this is a real thing. I bought my wife one, not the chocolate chuck blondie bar mix like Arnaldo is showing, but yes.
Do you have the Dolly Hoods condoms?
No, I don't.
We're not talking about Kiss, Mazzy. We're not talking about Kiss. We don't have the Kiss thing.
And Jason, her husband died, what, a year or 2 ago?
Yeah, Carl.
25. Yeah, 25.
Yeah, they were married over 60 years, right? I think it was 62 years, but yeah, committed. Because if you think about her celebrity, you would think of anybody, because obviously when she was at Porter Wagner, are they together? When she was doing all that stuff with Kenny Rogers, the chemistry, they've got to be doing something together. Apparently not. Apparently a committed woman, and I think he laid asphalt when they got together, and he still worked earlier in her career. But
who was asphalt?
Oh, Carl, her husband, Carl. He was laying asphalt. That was his career.
I said, who was asphalt?
Who was asphalt?
He was laying asphalt. You said.
No.
I thought he was laying Dolly.
Hey, I'm the oldest guy here. It's a dad joke, all right? Jason, shut up. Okay.
Hey, I found a picture of the happiest baby in the world.
Show us.
It's Dolly's first child right there.
Wow.
So she did have kids. See, that piece I wasn't sure. So she had children of her own? I wasn't completely clear on that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did not know.
Man.
So hang on. Rojas has sent us something, and obviously we're a show of props because our content is very lack. We're only about exploiting things around here. But now we're going to talk about hang on. I wasn't aware of this. Jason, have you been to the Dolly's Tennessee travel stop? It's more than a stop. It's a destination where the road.
That's right.
Goes home.
Where is that?
In Tennessee.
Tennessee.
What part of Tennessee?
Near Gatlinburg.
Oh,
okay. Do you see Dolly on a bike?
Oh my God,
she's moving.
I love the little motorcycle as you scroll down.
Look, this is an interactive website. Dolly don't play. Look at this. Dolly. Look at they got barbecue. Incredible.
Did you see her the day they cut the ribbon? She said, "I know there's another place like this, but we're going to beat that beaver."
Oh,
it's about Buc-ee's.
She put Buc-ee's in her sights. Wow.
They're trying to. Yep, it's a Buc-ee's thing.
Chance, wow. I think you should organize a VC meet there.
A meetup. A VC meetup.
I don't think we have a lot of representation in Tennessee proper. I don't know. Maybe someone in the chat? I'm probably overlooking someone, and I apologize. But when I think VECEE, Tennessee doesn't come to.
Wait a minute. The guy from Colecco.
Oh, Chad, friend of the
Chad
show.
Williams.
Chad Williams, huge Surface Noise fan. You remember we did actually, that was probably the last time Mazzy was on here. We did a live look-in, and we had some editorials about the auctions. Actually, Patrick was here. I remember it like it was yesterday. Quite the show.
Yeah, I missed your barn burner last night. Apparently, you jumped on some people about because stupid idiots are overbidding. You're blaming people that do auctions. First, you guys. I won't name any names in this community. We're bitching when you do auctions on YouTube. You go to an actual literal auction site and you're bitching over there. So,
do you need to take a chill pill?
Believe me, I took one.
Okay, just gotta ask.
So let me. Things were going so well, Jason. I have your video queued up of the concert that you went to. How about That's a great diffuser of topic. Let's go here. Hang on, I got to make this full screen because I don't want to be a cyber stalk real quick. Let me make this full screen. Let me get some audio going. Uh-oh. I'm just going to jump ahead. So, Jason, did you have VIP seats for this, or is this was this before your YouTube celebrity?
Before my YouTube celebrity.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I don't want anybody to criticize and to say like we got you bad seats.
I was just a pleb.
All right, here we go. We're gonna play a little bit because copyright.
Back in the early 70s when I had a song out about this old red-headed gal that was trying to steal my husband. You remember Jolene? Well, let's talk about her real bad. Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't stop. Jolene, please don't take it just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin eyes of the world. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain. I cannot believe Jolene. He talks about you and sweet. There's nothing I can do to keep him crying when he calls your name, Jolene. Oh, but I can easily understand how you can easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me.
The old days.
Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my hand.
What year is this?
2016.
Jolene, please don't take me just how you can. You can have your choice again. I could never love again.
Can't see her. Standing up.
I had to talk to you. My happiness depends on you and whatever you decide you're going to do.
Cesar is right. I probably will get shut down by the YouTube police, but you know what? I'm going to do it because the show is bigger than monetization. I know Tom wanted my $1 I'm going to make on this broadcast. Hopefully I get paid before they shut me down. Yeah. Anyway, so Jason, thank you for sharing that. It was only 3 minutes. I was going to get there, but Cesar is right. I don't want to press against the YouTube overlords.
What's funny was that I believe Yes was playing that same weekend or that week. So I either saw Yes before Dolly or after Dolly, which was crazy.
Pretty wild. So David, somebody in the chat said that she didn't have children. I did look it up during the concert performance. No biological or adopted children. They were married.
Why
her
is
and
she
Carl
holding
Dean.
that? Yeah,
Well, she
it was in
had nieces and
Wikipedia.
nephews, because I do know the gentleman who spoke today was a nephew. I don't know if that was one of them.
Basically, her cup runneth over so much she had milk for all the kids in the neighborhood.
Oh no!
It says a baby, not her baby.
There we go. Yeah. Now she was, speaking of famous, not so related relatives, Miley Cyrus. She was Miley Cyrus's goddaughter, because when you become famous like Billy Ray Cyrus did. Godmother. Sorry, thank you, Godmother. Because when you become famous in the country music world like Billy Ray did, 1992, Achy Breaky Heart, look it up if you don't know. The first thing you do is reach out to Dolly Parton about being the godmother to your next child, which I think Miley was a middle child, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. Now, it's a party if Wisconsin Dave is here, and he says, I agree, Dolly Parton was a legend. That is official. Wyoming Dave, Wisconsin Dave has decreed it legend status. Jason, I did want to come back to something. You started the show, we were talking about the Kenny and Dolly dynamic. You showed that powerful 45. Let's make you big, because there's so much to take away from this single. I mean, not only Islands in the Stream, 1983, big hit.
Can you imagine if this was your parents?
Oh, I would be so enamored. Look at those smiles.
Your cure for you is at 7 p.m. Like, you would be, what? Running away.
All I can think of is fried chicken. I don't know why.
Oh, man.
Oh, are you thinking of Kenny's Tasters or whatever it was?
Roasters.
Kenny's Roasters.
Well, apologies, Jason. I know it's a personal favorite. I apologize, Jason. Kenny's Roasters. One-time sponsor of Surface Noise. Yes, you're right. Apologies. Now I'm going to put you on the spot, Jason. Since you own that 45, who wrote that song? Do you know who wrote that song?
Of course, it's Lionel Richie. Of course. Like, why would you deny this,
Are you sure that was the Lionel Richie song?
Oh, no, I'm not. It's the Bee Gees.
Bingo, bango, bongo.
Jeez, I'm starting to feel like Maz here. I'm really old.
No.
I can't remember.
We've exposed yet another phony baloney record collector. He didn't know the Bee Gees were the ghostwriters of the show. Mazzy took himself off the stream.
It's been a long day, when you're working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying?
It was a long day. It was a long day.
What a way to make a living.
That's right.
Well, we got hit with the Scotty news first thing. That's Dolly news.
We'll bring him up on the garage door opener. Come on.
Do you know that? What is it? Dolly Parton. She did a disco song. Did you know that?
Ooh, now that I didn't know.
Around 9 to 5, that period.
Yeah. Yes, Baby I'm Burning. I could not find that one. That one is a good one as well.
I mean, she got really poppy commercial. It's funny. I was getting her stuff in the 70s after Jolene, and then when 9 to 5 came in, we were getting a promo of it at the time. And as much as I liked it, I wasn't into the whole poppy country thing. Then that's obviously during the punk era and stuff. So it wasn't like my wheelhouse then. It's kind of fun to listen to it now. But for a few years, I couldn't listen to those albums at the time.
So Pete Music in the House is here. He's got a direct quote from Dolly about the children piece. He says, quote, I didn't have children because I believe that God didn't mean for me to have kids, so everybody's kids could be mine. See, Arnaldo, there's exactly what we're talking about. What kind of terrific character Miss Parton.
She's got class, right?
Class. That's right. Just like Scotty. Scotty was a very classy guy. I know I keep bringing him up, but still.
Well, we already talked about Rick's. It's amazing how I Will Always Love You was like that album used to be the biggest selling album of all time and biggest.
Well, let me lean on you guys, David and Mazzy, on this one. When that song came out, #1 song, big hit. But in comparison to 1992, when Whitney does it, like it's a big hit to a ridiculously monster hit when she covered it, right?
Dolly's wasn't anywhere near as big as
no comparison.
And that record, that's the soundtrack to The Bodyguard, right? And yeah. I love the story on that. I know it's sort of a tangent, but I remember listening to Terry Gross interview Nick Lowe. He says one day he gets this $1 million check in the mail, and he said, "What the F is this about?" And turned out it was a royalty check for that soundtrack, as he wrote What's So Funny About Peace, Love, and Understanding, which is on the soundtrack. So you get $1 million check like that. You know?
Well, to add to that, I think the Bodyguard netted her, or at least Whitney Houston's version netted her about $10 million in royalties.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and I remember at the time they asked her, "It's like, well, how do you feel that now that Whitney Houston now has made that her signature song?" And she's like, "That's fine as long as I'm collecting the checks."
Yeah, really. I don't know who the producer was that steered, that song.
And another thing I wanted to add, she controlled all her publishing, all her music.
Wow, that's big.
And I remember this, and I got reminded again today about it, that before she sang that song, "I Will Always Love You," originally it was offered to Elvis Presley,
Right.
and who probably would have made a huge hit out of it. And the Colonel wanted Dolly to sign over 50%.
Of course,
Colonel Tom Parker, an asshole.
And she said, "No, this is my song. I'm keeping it for myself." And $10 million later, yeah, I guess she was right.
Yeah. I mean,
Great
it took
businesswoman. Yeah.
30 years, but still.
But I mean, it was a hit. It was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit for her in the country charts.
Yeah, exactly.
But not a super duper like career defining.
Jolene was a bigger hit.
Yeah.
But it just shows how proud she was and how she stood her ground and how smart she was to not give away her publishing.
Yeah.
David, I want to ask you. So I think I don't know if I was alive. I think I was still a wee baby concert buddy when 9 to 5 came out. Tell me when that came out, your opinion, because at the time there wasn't a lot of this. Like Elvis was like the dual triple threat, right? He was a musician, he was an actor, all that stuff. Dolly kind of put herself in a different category because like there wasn't a established music career and then a film career. She jumped right into it and into a comedic role, which is very hard to do. Timing, obviously screen presence, all that sort of things. What do you think about 9 to 5 and Dolly's foray into the cinema part of her career?
I honestly think it became one of those things where you kind of went, man, she can do anything. She can do anything she tries to do and wants to do.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was surprising because she was, Lily Tomlin was in it and Jane Fonda, Dabney Coleman. So, some heavy hitters, and she held her own. And the role was kind of, the people thought she was a floozy, but she wasn't. So it was just like her real life in a way, where people think, the way she acts and everything, but she's very straight-laced,
Well, and think about this. Killer song. She writes the title track for the movie, which at the time was kind of unheard of, right? Like you've got, I don't think it got to number 1, but you've got a very popular movie and a very popular song, right?
I think I read about that, Jane Fonda, that you could be in the movie as long as you write the song, the lead theme for the movie.
Yeah.
Well, I think also, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a while, but I mean, that movie was very topically thinking about women in the workplace, women, you know what I mean? Because that was kind of like the culture shift was kind of happening in the late 60s, the 70s, and obviously that movie, I want to say 1980, 81 ballpark. Correct me in the chat, guys. I might have the dates wrong on that one, but it obviously was, the movie was telling a story about women empowerment in the workplace. And I think if I remember correctly,
felonies and kidnapping and,
well, among other things, but like Dabney Coleman was playing type, right? He was playing the sexist boss, all that kind of stuff.
Very stereotypical.
Yeah.
And that obviously that is unheard of in today's workplace.
Yeah, Richard's Vinyl Tap House. 9 to 5 was a massive hit movie.
It was. Huge.
I agree.
I saw the Broadway musical of 9 to 5 with Allison Janney, and I forgot who else was in it. It was very entertaining. I liked it.
1980. We got a confirmation.
1980. All right, good. See, listen, bring me to trivia night. I'm close to the pin. I don't always get them right, but I'm close to the pin. Friend of the show, Mazzy, you may be familiar with this super duper star. We call him Al Pacino, sometimes John Bong.
Jeez,
the immortal Jose Moreno Ron. He asks, has the Vinyl Me Please stocks gone up today? I don't know. Arnaldo is our chief correspondent on the Vinyl Me Please tip. Do you think that they're going to come back? Is this the catalyst they've been waiting for? Is all those Vinyl Me Partons that they've been selling out to the local independent record stores for?
They got rid of the stock already. They missed out.
They got out of them too. They should have held on to those. Forget the Sam Hunt. Forget the Ludacris. They should have held on to those and waited for this moment.
I forgot which one I looked up. It was going for $300 today.
Whoa.
$300.
Yeah, there's one of the VMPs. I forgot which one it is.
Oh man! I mean, the death tax, guys. It is legitimate. I hope, if anything, we are remembered for bringing that term into parlance, because it's true. You go look on Discogs. Like I said, Jolene spammed the hell out of my want list today. I couldn't believe it. It was wild.
That's my favorite song of hers, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean,
have you guys heard that 45? Have you heard the 45 played at 33?
No.
It sounds like Alabama singing it, the group Alabama singing it. It's really weird, but it sounds like it could be legit.
Do you guys know that the White Stripes did a version of Jolene?
Yes. I think I'm joking. Was that a Vinyl Me Please deal? I feel like that 45 accompanied when they did the album.
Yes, it may have.
It was part of that package. They did the album with the foil cover. The name escapes me. I think it's Iris or whatever it was.
Dane asked if Rhino reissues are coming. We should ask Arnaldo. It's RCA's BMG.
It's Sony now. RCA belongs to Sony.
Well, okay, that part of Sony. So, Sony will never release the tapes, we know. But it's time,
Yeah, well, I'm sure they'll cash in now.
Are those VMP from analog? Or are they copy tapes? What are they? I don't even know.
Yeah, they were, I think, AAA, cut by Ryan K. Smith.
They must be from one-to-one copies.
Except the ones that they only had a digital source, right? Like some of those were just
this one was all analog.
Yeah, it's got to be a copy
the early
tape.
stuff, sure. The early stuff, sure.
Because they'll release the copy tapes, but they won't actually give you the tape.
Yeah, Rick's is right. Used Dolly vinyl just went up in price. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, no doubt.
But there's always a death tax every someone dies, No wonder that's why Arnold's buying all those Morrissey records all the time. At some point.
Wait, hang on a second. We have breaking news. Morrissey been? Is he the third member?
He's okay as far as I know.
Morrissey also posted a picture. Rest in peace, Dolly Parton.
Yeah,
on his website.
Really?
Yes.
Do you have the interview CD with Joni Mitchell and Morrissey?
I don't. I only read the interview.
Remind me, I'll send it to you. I have it.
Awesome. There's an audio.
It's a promo Warner Brothers CD.
No way. I didn't know it existed.
And if anyone should deserve to have it, you do. But remind me when we're off camera.
Okay, I will.
Well, guys, we're coming up on time. I want to be sensitive because obviously we've, threw this together last minute. I want to leave you at this. Let's go around the dais. I'll start with you, David. How will you remember Dolly Parton? And obviously, I mean, if you want to talk about her voluptuousness, go for it. We are the show that pushes boundaries, but I'm sure there's probably some seriousness to this answer.
She go look on YouTube, of course, but she told some killer jokes where, you didn't know this punchline was coming. And some of them were a little dirty, a little fun, but they were all funny. And she just was a person, she exuded fun in everything she did. And I think, her integrity and, she's just someone who it's very easy to look up to. And there's not many people like that in the industry, unfortunately. And now she's gone too.
Dolly Parton, I love her.
That's right. Even Cousin Balky, huge Dolly Parton fan. Perfect Strangers if you're scoring at home. Yes. Arnaldo, what do you think? Obviously, you can go in a lot of different directions. What's your lasting legacy of Dolly Parton? How will you remember Dolly?
As a very good person. Very good person, generous in music, generous in thoughts, and generous also financially generous. And I'll be remembering her probably tomorrow when I make these blondies. The blondie bar.
You should sell that on eBay. Starting $150. Starting.
To be honest with you, I thought Arnaldo would have a Funko. I really expected a Funko. I thought he would rise to the moment in the pyramid of Funkos that's at his residence.
You know,
one of
I'm
them.
trying to remember. I got to see if I have a Funko. I know they made one. I got to see if I have a Funko.
All right, challenge. The gauntlet's been thrown down. Jason, lasting thoughts on the immortal Dolly Parton. Is it time to sell? Is it time to sell the Dolly Parton records?
I just can't wait for the Dolly Parton biopic with maybe Miley Cyrus or Sabrina Carpenter. I can't wait for the audiophile Dolly Parton reissues coming soon. Can't wait.
That's the one shining light coming out of this. Yeah, and I would be remiss, guys. For every 9 to 5, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'll give Rob his flowers on this one. Rhinestone, Rhinestone, the motion picture with the illustrious Italian stallion Sylvester Stallone. This was a miss. I think this was what we like to call a creative miss.
Not a creative. Yeah, not great.
It wasn't great. Mazzy, I'll give you the last word since you're our guest tonight.
These three women together, they're various vocals. But I'm going to go back again to the folky bluegrass, newgrass, whatever you want to call it, independent years when those friggin' country mega labels didn't give a crap about these wonderful country artists like Dolly and Merle Haggard and Johnny Cash, obviously, and Willie Nelson too, actually. But these records, don't sleep on these. Maybe this isn't a setup for a CD Saturday. I don't know. But these are excellent. I'm sure the CDs aren't expensive. Maybe today they are. But, don't worry about friggin' vinyl stuff. Just enjoy the music. Stupid.
I think, Mazzy, I don't know if you've ever watched the show before, but CDs are back, baby. CDs are
never
back.
left.
Never left.
CDs never left.
Anyway, well, guys, appreciate the conversation. Chat, appreciate you. Even Tom, High Rant District, appreciate you taking some time out of your day as we talked about Dolly. Apologies that we didn't feature her more prominently because, that's apparently a qualifier. But I think we had a good conversation, and it gave Jason an opportunity to rub our face in yet another expensive record he owns. So there you go.
Right, 9 to 5. We'll be starting the bid.
Oh, yeah, you're showing
$200.
$200 for 9 to 5. Do you have the picture sleeve? Because I know a guy.
Yes, I do. We'll call this vinyl VG++ because I said so. There you go.
Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. Great run. Rest in power.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. And then also our good friend Scotty, DJ Vinyl Vertigo. Don't want to be overshadowed, but we're going to miss you, pal. Good guy. Anyway, thanks for watching. No regular Surface Noise on Thursday. Spoiler alert. So listen to your records.
Unless someone else passes, right?
But there is Chasing Better Sound tomorrow night.
Great plug, David. Chasing Better Sound on
8
Wednesday
p.m. Central with Louie.
Yes, sir. Check your local listings. All right, guys. Thanks for the time, and we'll see you soon.